Hello, and welcome to I Don't Know, We Can Talk About It, where we discuss myriads of topics civilly, reasonably, and responsibly. My name is Kevin Dufresne. Our first topic is about professions which students choose, ideal professions, choice professions, which I think connect individuals to what may be of an individual's life. I find no surprise when an individual seeks to identify with such a parameter of being in relation to any of the choices the students opt for. What I think is extremely important to navigate is why a student might be seeking to select what a student selects. Anything in the world. So why the selection? I think being able to navigate with a student to a degree of the selection may assist with developing a student. I'm not saying any student responds without any snarkiness, though even with any snark, one may be able to better understand what a student might need. When an individual selects from a seemingly limitless list of options, one option, then one may be able to help with understanding what opportunity is available to attain what the student is truly seeking. This article connects with the following article about interest in STEM, whether waning or improving. How might any be assessing how interest develops? Where motivation may be, new learning may be. Where new learning may be, new interest may be. Where new interest may be, new life decision making may be. And I think understanding how individual choice may change is as important to recognize why an individual chooses. When one is aware of what one wants, one may navigate very well. Now, even considering one may want a professional lifestyle, one's professional aspirations may differ, may change. One may begin to recognize one appreciates a lifestyle apart from a career style, which is not to put a limit on what a career may be without considering what an entity may be which a career may be involving with. So being in the same career at two different companies with two different entities may prove extremely different. An individual may greatly appreciate one more so than the other, if not just differently than the other. So acknowledging how STEM is one area which has many different branches may prove extremely helpful for individuals seeking to select how growth may be. Even more so, awareness of what is possible in the world, in the ever-progressing interdependent reality, may become more of one's awareness. So whereas one may want to be of a particular career in one company, one may be of a similar career elsewhere. More happily. What one decides for one's life will vary on many circumstances. Circumstances that may not even become apparent to the individual until later on in life personally. One may navigate life through many different instances. So when situations arise of career selecting, topic interest, one must be able to navigate what is one going to be considering when one is attempting to study, embark on a career, decide about one's choice life in connection with everything else that one may care about. So having data to reflect on assisting individuals may prove greatly with considering how possibilities are available, as well as how one may continue to broaden horizons. There are individuals that do garner interest in a topic in a field, though to what degree greatly shifts the trajectory of not necessarily the interest to the degree, but the career in connection with the interest. One may want to be an individual that gives colors to crayons, though finds that talent, that ability, that skill elsewhere operable extremely well. Perhaps with a company of architecture or of paint. Not to diminish what anyone is saying, though to acknowledge how one may approach individual interest, especially considering an individual going from high school into college is going to enter a very huge world. Then opportunities will be vast. One will have so many choices, so being mindful of how interest may operate to a degree may greatly benefit how one selects to a degree. So one may cater better to one's life personally. All right. Now, we're going to do some origami. Now, we're just going to need a square sheet. So if you're starting with a rectangle, you can just fold it in half. If equal, then you can just bring one corner over and fold the paper up. Then rip out the extra flap. For this, we're gonna have the fold already set. So all we need to do now is create our next portion, which is gonna be just a fold up. So we folded in half here. We have our line next. We're just gonna fold up, not all the way, but a good amount. After we fold this here, we're going to fold in the corners to the middle. Afterward, we're going to take our fold here and we're just going to rotate it so it's facing us. And we're going to now fold in to the center. We'll just meet this in the middle. Okay. So we'll just meet it in the middle right here. The next portion of this fold is to bend this down, the top portion, at an angle, preferably. So you bend it down, and we're going to bend it up at an angle again, preferably at an angle. Next, we're going to come back to this side, and we're just going to fold down the corners of this flap here. And then we're just going to unfold it, and we're just going to reverse that fold, and we're just going to bring these in. And right here, all we'll have to do is, well, we can just put a little dot here, and then we'll have our bird popping out of an eggshell. Now, consider the bird and shell design may have some variants. For example, if you want to create more of a shell, you may just fold it in. This top portion might seem a little bit more uniform in, though you can see the shell has a different dynamic. There are many ways to address how you want to design your bird popping out of the shell. Which is the cool part about origami. You form it and learn what else may be possible along the way. Okay? Of course, I champion reading physical books. When a person reads a physical book, there are many health benefits. So the brain physically changes when a person is reading a physical book. Long-term health benefits just from reading a physical book. The book today is Smart Leadership. The text covers many different areas of leadership, how one may proceed with leading. And what I really find stands out most is the hybrid remote work addressing, because the idea of creating boundaries in regard to different work situations is extremely important and valuable to a work environment. Now, everyone may have a different style of leadership, though acknowledging what may be extremely effective is very important. Acknowledging having boundaries, acknowledging work-life balance, how life may differ, acknowledging an industry-wide perspective, acknowledging how there are so many differences between industries, as well as entities within similar industries, if not the same exact industries. So being able to navigate what is effective is extremely important. The other idea of having boundaries and being attentive to how different environments may operate in terms of how employees may connect with work is that variance that needs attention. Being able and willing to address variance of reality is extremely important. Engaging with leadership, and the text is acknowledging these parameters so as to encourage individuals to be more mindful, not just of other but of self, when engaging with the shifts that may happen of an industry, of industries cross-connecting. Thanks for joining. I don't know. We can talk about it. Onward and Upward, Kevin D.